Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Infinite Warfare multiplayer. And basically, these are going to be my opinions on what I believe Infinity Ward is going to bring to the table for Infinite Warfare multiplayer. But before we get into any of that, the gameplay you're watching right now is actually from this morning. I was playing with a couple buddies, and I dropped the 20 bomb in Search and Destroy. I go 20 and 4. I think it's 20 and 4. We go up 3-0, and then we cannot win a round. I think we go all the way to overtime, and then we clutch it up in overtime. I have a couple clutches in this game, and overall it's a really good search and destroy gameplay. I did cut it up just a little bit, so there's not a lot of time in between rounds and stuff like that, so it doesn't drag out. But yeah, so Infinite Warfare multiplayer. Being the fact that Infinity Ward announced Infinite Warfare, gosh, I want to say that was back in like April. I think it was April that they finally actually gave the reveal trailer for it. And the fact that they've showed campaign and zombies. They just recently showed zombies at Gamescom and stuff like that, but they've kept a very tight lid on Infinite Warfare multiplayer. And I give Infinity Ward props because normally every year you're going to get multiple leaks. You know, some information is going to get out there, and once a little bit gets out there, it just seems like the whole can of worms gets opened up, and you know, there's a lot of information getting leaked. And I give a huge credit to Infinity Ward for being able to keep multiplayer, you know, basically a secret. You know, they've really, there's been a couple leaks that I've actually covered a couple of the leaks, but and I believe them to be true. And we actually had one of them kind of confirmed that the fact that the intervention was coming back, and then we got to see it in zombies, the zombies reveal that we had last week. But for the most part, they've done a great job of keeping a lid on Infinite Warfare multiplayer. So hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully there's not all this, you know, not knowing and all that stuff, and then we get it and we finally get to see it, and you know, we're kind of let down as fans, because I know there's a big what if with the Infinite Warfare multiplayer this year of, you know, what kind of movement it's going to have. You know, is it going to be really super futuristic? Is there going to be zero gravity? You know, there's all sorts of different things that we're kind of looking at that we don't know. You know, we're very uncertain of what the multiplayer is going to be. So, you know, in 2 weeks away, roughly about 2 weeks, we're going to know. But, you know, hopefully we get good information. Hopefully they show enough to kind of, you know, get the hype train rolling. Because the hype train really hasn't been there. It has not been there at all this year because we haven't seen multiplayer. And most fans want to see multiplayer. So, anyway, I'm kind of rattling. So let's just get into the different mechanics of Infinite Warfare and kind of what I believe Infinity Ward is going to go in that direction and stuff. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is the movement. After they revealed the Infinite Warfare reveal trailer, and there was a big uproar, and it instantly became, after I think it was like a month and a half after it launched, it became the second most disliked video on YouTube. And there's millions and millions and millions of different videos on YouTube, and for it to go all the way up to number 2 on the dislike list that quick, you know, it kind of shows that the community, they didn't want this. They did not want a futuristic Call of Duty. They didn't want, you know, 3D movement and stuff. But for the most part, we haven't seen any wall running yet. We have seen some boost sliding. There is a boost meter in the game. We have seen some boost jumping, but you know, as long as they don't incorporate zero gravity, I think I'll be okay with that. I'm okay with the Black Ops 3 movement. Actually, I think it was in one of my 70 team deathmatch kill challenges or whatever, that you can pull some crazy moves on kids with this movement system, and it makes it a lot of fun. It kind of adds a whole nother element, you know, a learning curve and, you know, a skill gap. And it makes it a lot of fun if you can kind of move around the map like this. It allows you to move around the map a lot faster. Don't get me wrong. If I had my way, I would have classic Call of Duty boots on the ground. But I think Infinity Ward knows, you know, how much Call of Duty fans want standard boots on the ground. And I really think that they're going to incorporate as much of that as possible in Infinite Warfare. And also we're going to get Call of Duty 4 Remastered, which is going to be good. You know, we get straight up boots on the ground, old school COD. But I think Infinity Ward honestly is going to, most of it is going to be boots on the ground. Yeah, you're going to have the thrust jump, which is going to make it so that you don't have to use ladders, which is a good thing. I mean, honestly, the old games with ladders, you had to put your gun away. You were at a very vulnerable, you know, position when you were on a ladder. But it makes it so you can have your gun out at all times, which, you know, that's a good thing. You know, you can always get into gunfights. You can always engage. and you know, you don't get kind of caught with your pants down, I guess. So that's a good thing, honestly. The boost slide, you know, it is kind of what it is. You can get out of sticky situations. It is kind of fun. It might be able to allow you, once you kind of master it, sort of like the G slide, you can get across the map faster and stuff like that. But like I said, we haven't seen wall running yet. Whether or not we will is, you know, we'll see that at the multiplayer reveal. Honestly, if they're gonna do a chain-based movement system, you got to kind of have wall running. That really adds to the whole chain movement feature. But next up, let's talk about weapons. So we have had several leaks already. Obviously, the intervention has been confirmed to be coming back, and it looks a lot like the Modern Warfare 2 intervention. And if Infinity Ward is, they're smart. You know, obviously they know that Modern Warfare 2 was one of the most popular, you know, Call of Duty games of all time. So there was a leak a while back that said that the intervention was coming back, the UMP-45 was coming back, the ACR was coming back, and the Barrett 50 cal was coming back from Modern Warfare 2, along with we get Terminal as a pre-order bonus, and they're talking about bringing back the possibilities of bringing back Quarry from Modern Warfare 2. And as long as they don't go overboard and make this like a full-on like Modern Warfare 2 reboot with, you know, advanced movement and, you know, a futuristic setting, I'll be totally down with it. You know, bringing back some stuff from the old games is not a bad thing, especially when you're bringing stuff back from one of the most prestigious Call of Duties of all time. You know, if they would have fixed a couple things in Modern Warfare 2, like, you know, the one-man army and, you know, realistically the explosive damage that kind of came with that, with the noob tubes and stuff, if they would have fixed that, Modern Warfare 2 would have been all but perfect. You know, there's some other things, you know, with the way the maps were set up and stuff like that, that people could say, you know, it could have been improved here or there, but for the most part, Modern Warfare 2 was a great game. And I think Infinity Ward knows that, and they're going to pull some stuff from those games, because obviously Ghost was not received very well, and they don't want to have that happen again. They've already stated that they want Infinite Warfare to be a trilogy. They want to be able to make an Infinite Warfare 2 and kind of become an established franchise inside of a franchise, you know, so to speak. But the last thing we're going to talk about is basically the unlockables, how the multiplayer is going to be set up, you know, custom classes, perks, and stuff like that. So there was a leak a little while back that it did have some credibility to it, but I didn't cover it, being the fact that it's pretty close to Call of Duty XP and the multiplayer reveal. But it did state that the strike package system is going to be returning in Infinite Warfare, like it was in Modern Warfare 3 and Ghost, which I'm totally for. I love the way that system works. I'm not as much into the strike package. What is it? The support strike package, which carries over even when you die. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And they also stated that the perk system from Call of Duty Ghost, how you had all the different perks that cost a certain amount of points, that system is out. That system is not returning. It's going to be basically like the Black Ops 3 perk system, which is good. I like the way the Black Ops 3 pick system, or the perk system is. And also they did say that the Pick 13 system is going to be coming back like it was in Advanced Warfare. Not sure how I feel about that. It's not a bad thing, but, you know, I guess we'll see how it works in Infinite Warfare. But that's pretty much all for this video, guys. This is kind of my opinion on what Infinite Warfare is going to bring to the table. And I'm pretty excited about seeing the multiplayer reveal. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background. I know I did get a Spawn Hawk, which was actually a crazy Spawn Hawk. It was like a triple ricochet when it hit the dude. And then, like I said here, I dropped the 20 bomb, as you can see here. But overall, I did really well in this gameplay. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. It only takes a sec, and I really appreciate it. It really helps me out. And if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe for more awesome content. But for now, guys, I'm out of here. Peace out.